Hi everyone, let's talk about the network address translation in a firewall. So basically what the network address translation does. So network address translation basically translate the public IP address into the private IP address or the private IP address into the public IP address. The question is that why do we need to translate the public IP address into private IP address in local area network and reverse that? The reason is that the private IP address having the range like for class C, that is 192.168.0.0, okay, to 192.168.255.255. This is the range for class C. In the same way, the class B having the range 172.16.0.0 to 172.31.255.255. In the same way, we have class A range, that is 10.0.0.0 up to 10.255.255.255. So these IP address basically are the private IP address range and can only be used within the local area network. So we can't use these IP address to the wide area network. To use the internet, we need a public IP address or the ranges of public IP address, and that has to be translated in the public IP address, and that is done by the network address translation. So basically, network address translation in FortiGate firewall is a mechanism that modifies the source or destination IP address and the ports number, that is optional, of the packet as they pass through the firewall. That is means when the traffic pass through the firewall, and one side this is the local area network, this is my switch and the PC connected, it may be possible multiple PC connected. So what the net basically does, my one interface is connected to the wide area network. So when the traffic come inside the firewall and goes outside the firewall, it translates the public IP address like 200.0.0.1 to the private IP address range 192.168.10.1 and 192.168.10.2, 192.168.10.3, and so on. So basically, on global, my IP address will not be seen as 192.168.10.1, 10.2, 10.3, but it will be seen as 200.0.0.1 on the public networks. On my internet, my IP address will be seen as 200.0.0.1, but internally my IP address working is 192.168.10 and so on. This is what done by the network address translation. And that translation done by the firewall as well as router can also do that. Okay. Now let's talk about the network address translation in a firewall. Okay. As I told you that private IP address ranges cannot be accessed the internet directly. So NAT used to convert these private IP address into public IP address, and in reverse process the public IP address into private IP address. This hides the internal network and the IP address is provided in the internal network. It saves the public IP address. As we know that the public IP address in IP version 4 are limited. So that is why we used to translate a single public IP address into multiple private IP address in the range. What it basically done, that is means I have a big organization having hundreds of PCs or thousands of PC. So what can be done, that with the help of a single firewall and with a single IP address like 200.0.0.1, this kind of public IP address connected to the wide area network, I can access all the PC's IP address with a single IP address, that called port address translation. That is also the part of network address translation. That is can be done by the help of network address translation. So what are the type of network address translation do we have in the firewall? So we have five types. First one is simply network address translation. Second, we have source network address translation. Third, we have the destination network address translation. Fourth, we have port address translation. And fifth, we have the central network address translation. So all of these have their specific use, specific task to do, and their configuration is also different. Now, let's start with the simple network address translation. As I told you that network address translation in networking tech is a networking technique that is used on a firewall or a router to modify the IP address. And optionally, it can change the port number also in the packet headers. So that is enabling the communication between the private internal networks and the external public networks while conserving the private IP address or public IP address to enhance the security. Okay. Now, this is how it works. I told you that during the receiving of packet from wide area network, the public IP address will be translated to the private, and in the same way, when the traffic goes out, the private IP address will be converted to the public IP address. So on internet, my IP address can be seen just like this. Okay. Let's talk about the source network address translation. Basically, in source network address translation, this is a technique in which the source IP address of outgoing traffic is modified by the firewall, typically replacing a private IP with public IP address to enable the communication with the external networks. Let us assume that we have a local area network in which I have a PC that is having IP address 192.168.10.2, and I just want to communicate to the destination 8.8.8.8. So the traffic or the packet that is generated by my PC is having the source IP address 192.168.10.2 and the destination 8.8.8.8. Okay. When the traffic will be passed through the firewall, the private IP address in the source 192.168.10.2 will be changed to the public IP address 192.168.92.130. So this IP address will be changed to this public IP address allotted to the firewall wide area network interface. In the same way, when the traffic will be returns, the same process will be reversed. Let us assume that destination is replying to my PC 192.168.10.2, but according to the destination, the IP address in the header received as the destination will be 192.168.92.130. So the packet will be looking like this. So the destination is 192.168.92.130 as the header received by the destination, or 8.8.8.8. So the source will become 8.8.8.8 now. When the packet will be passes through the firewall, this IP address will be changed to the original IP address that was sent to the destination. So the destination IP address will be changed to 192.168.10.2 instead of 192.168.10.130. So in reverse process, in the receiving process, reverse will be done. Okay. Now let's talk about further. Let's talk about the destination NAT. In destination NAT, the destination IP address of the incoming traffic is modified by the firewall. How it will be done? Let us assume this is our network, and a user from the internet having IP address 1.1.1.1 want to access my server in the local area network. Okay, my server is having the IP address 192.168.11.2. What will happen? The packet will be forwarded, and when the packet will be received by the firewall having the source 1.1.1.1 and the destination 192.168.92.130, that is the interface IP of the firewall. So this destination IP address 192.168.92.130 will be changed to the 192.168.11.2 or the server IP when the traffic will be passes through the firewall, because firewall will check the policy. So in policy, the IP address available is 192.168.11.2. So the destination will be changed to 192.168.11.2 from 192.168.92.130. When the reverse process will be done, what will happen in the reverse process during receiving of packet or sending the packet from server to the user, what will happen? The source was 192.168.11.2 will be changed to 192.168.92.130, because on internet this IP address will not be exposed, but my public IP address should be exposed. So that is why this IP address should be converted to translated to this IP address 192.168.92.130 in header. Okay, this is how the destination NAT works. Okay, now let's talk about the port address translation. Dear, this is the most important topic. In case of address translation, a single IP address will be converted to the multiple IP address with the help of port numbers. Okay, a random port numbers will be added in source as well as the destination IP addresses, and also the IP address is translated by the firewall. Okay, let me show you how it will be done. Let us assume that this is my user, or these are the users having IP address 8.8.8.8, 4.4.4.4, 1.1.1.1, and this is my source IP address, that is 192.168.10.2, 192.168.10.3, 192.168.10.4. When the traffic will be forwarded from this 192.168.10.2 to 8.8.8.8, we can see automatically some port number will be added, because on global or on wide area network there will be a one IP address that is used to carry all the traffic. So these port number will be added, and all of these port number will be used to identify the internal traffic, because on wide area network there is only one IP address. So what will happen that all the three IP address is going to use the single wide area network IP address. So how it will be done? When the traffic will be reached to the wide area network, this IP address 192.168.10.2 colon 5000 192.168.10.2 colon 5000 will be converted to a public IP address 192.168.92.130 and will added some kind of port number in the end like 10001. So with the help of these port numbers, the traffic will be identified. As you can see, that first IP address will be converted to 192.168.130, and after that a port number will be added for the first IP address. So for the second IP address, another port number will be assigned. For the third IP address, another port number will be assigned. And with the help of that, the translation from public to private IP will be done. So if we talk about the before network address translation, how the traffic will work, 192.168.10.2 colon 5000 is accessing 8.8.8.8. So will be converted to 192.168.92.130 colon 1001. So the IP addresses will be translated just like this. First will be converted to this, second will be converted to this, and third will be converted to or translated to this IP address. So you can see that IP is same for the wide area network, but the port numbers will be added separately for the separate sessions. In the receiving also, the same will happen. This is how the receiving will be done in the traffic. So during the receiving, when 8.8.8.8 want to forward the traffic to 192.168.10.2 and 4.8.8.4.4 want to send the traffic to 192.168.10.3, and this 1.1.1.1 want to forward the traffic to this one. So what will happen? According to these destinations, they don't know what are the internal IP addresses basically. So they are going to forward the forward the data to the respective source that they have received via header. So in header they received 192.168.92.130 colon 1000 in place of 192.168.10.2, 192.168.92.130 colon 1000 10,002 for this 192.168.10.3, and the same IP address with the different port 10,003 will be forwarded for 192.168.10.4. Okay, so here we can see that how the translation will be done in between the destination IP address. So first will be 1001 will be changed to 192.168.10.2 colon 5000. Second, 10,002 will be converted to 192.168.10.3 colon 5000, and third will be converted to 192.168.10.4 colon 5002. So this is how the traffic will be forwarded in case of port address translation. So single IP address we can see is used as the wide area network by adding some kind of port numbers after that. Okay, now let's talk about the next one. Our next topic is central net. The difference between the central net and the other net process is that central net is independent of firewall policy. Other network address translation basically configured in the policy, but central net is separately configured as per our requirement, having a separate table for the incoming and outgoing traffic. Okay, so central net in a firewall is a net configuration mode in which network address translation rules are defined in a centralized table instead within the individual firewall policy. So traffic that is forwarded or incoming will not reach the net in policy, but we have a separate central net table to translate the traffic from wide area network to the local area network. So this is what the difference we have. In normal, the net configured inside policy, but in case of central net, net configured, sorry, in case of central net, we have separate table to forward the traffic. Okay, now let's move further. This is how the central net works when the traffic will be forwarded from inside to outside or outside to inside traffic. The firewall check the central net table, not the policy table. Net applied on the behalf of central net table, not via policy. So we have a separate option for the net over here. Okay, so this is how the network address translation works in case of firewall. Now we will have the separate videos for all of these, like for the source net, destination net, port address translation, as well as the central net. Have a nice day, everyone. Wait for the next video.